The trucking giant Yellow Corp, known for its decades-long presence in the transportation sector, has officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This company has been grappling with financial challenges, mounting debt, and clashes with the Teamsters union. In this video, we'll delve into the reasons behind Yellow Corp's bankruptcy, its impact on employees and customers, and what it means for the freight industry as a whole. However, if before we jump into things, you wouldn't mind tossing a thumbs up on this video and subscribing to our channel, that would be greatly appreciated. Yellow Corp, a Nashville-based freight hauler, has been a major player in the transportation industry for an astonishing 99 years. Specializing in less than truckload shipments, Yellow Corp has been responsible for moving relatively small loads, serving a wide range of clients including big box retailers and small family businesses. However, despite its long-standing presence and reputation, the company found itself weighed down by significant financial struggles. One of the major contributors to this downfall was a massive pandemic-era loan of $700 million that it received from the Trump administration. The loan was meant to provide relief during the COVID-19 pandemic when the US economy was facing unprecedented challenges. Although the financial troubles didn't start with the pandemic loan. Yellow Corp has faced difficulties for years, stemming from a series of acquisitions that were not effectively integrated into its business. These acquisitions led to inefficiencies and financial woes, and over time, tensions with the Teamsters union arose over issues like wages and benefits. As a result of these mounting challenges, Yellow Corp struggled to restructure its business and refinance the $1.3 billion in debt that was due in 2024. Ultimately, the company decided to seek bankruptcy protection under Chapter 11 in an attempt to wind down its operations in an orderly manner. As we delve into the reasons behind Yellow Corp's financial troubles, it's crucial to address the role played by the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, or the IBT for short. The Teamsters union, representing around 22,000 of Yellow Corp's employees, has been a central figure in the company's turbulent journey. The clash between Yellow Corp and the Teamsters union escalated over the course of several months, with negotiations turning into heated disputes. One of the pivotal moments was in June when the union refused to approve the company's restructuring plan, which was necessary for debt refinancing. This refusal further complicated Yellow Corp's already precarious financial situation. In response to the Teamsters' actions, Yellow Corp's CEO, Darren Hawkins, pointed to 9 months of quote-unquote union intransigence, bullying, and deliberately destructive tactics. According to Hawkins, the company's efforts to modernize its business and compete with non-union carriers were thwarted by the Teamsters' actions, pushing the company closer to the brink of bankruptcy. This contentious situation led Yellow Corp to take legal action against the union, resulting in a lawsuit filed in June. The company alleged that the Teamsters had caused over $137 million in damages by unjustifiably blocking restructuring plans essential for the company's survival. The Teamsters in turn dismissed the litigation as baseless and stood firm in their stance during negotiations. Sean M. O'Brien, the Teamsters general president, has been vocal about Yellow Corp's financial struggles. He pointed out that despite billions of dollars in worker concessions and hundreds of millions in bailout funding from the federal government, the company still faced serious financial troubles. The tension between Yellow Corp and the Teamsters union ultimately came to a head when the company filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. This decision cast around 30,000 jobs, including both union and non-union employees, out of work. These hardworking individuals, who had been part of Yellow Corp's operations for years, now face the daunting task of finding alternative employment in an industry that's experiencing ongoing freight recession. The sudden and unexpected layoffs have left many employees feeling betrayed and let down by the company that they dedicated their efforts to. Social media has been flooded with emotional posts from workers, sharing videos of empty terminals and bidding farewell to jobs held for decades. The situation has sparked frustration and anger among the affected workforce, who feel that the company's management bears a significant responsibility for the unfortunate outcome. Additionally, customers of Yellow Corp, including big box retailers and small family businesses, are left grappling with the aftermath of the bankruptcy. With the freight carrier ceasing operations, businesses relying on its services are forced to seek alternative solutions for their shipping needs. This abrupt change may lead to disruptions in their supply chains and could potentially result in higher shipping prices as they switch to other carriers. Furthermore, as Yellow Corp was known for offering competitive price points compared to other carriers, the loss of this player from the market could have ripple effects on pricing dynamics. Former Yellow customers and shippers may now face increased costs as they shift their businesses to competitors such as FedEx or ABF Freight. Additionally, Yellow Corp's closure may result in potential increases in shipping prices for some customers as they seek alternative carriers. With reduced supply in the market, demand for other freight services could surge, leading to higher costs. This could impact businesses that relied heavily on Yellow's affordable shipping rates. Moreover, the bankruptcy may shift the balance of power among carriers. Competitors like FedEx and ABF Freight could see some increased business as former Yellow customers and shippers look for new partnerships. This changing landscape might lead to intensified competition and potential market consolidation in the freight industry. The bankruptcy filing also raises questions about the fate of Yellow Corp's assets, including its real estate holdings and rolling equipment. The company's fleet of 12,700 tractors, 42,000 trailers, and over 160 terminals could hold some value, but the outcome remains uncertain. As the bankruptcy proceedings continue, the fate of the Teamsters pension fund and the Treasury Department's efforts to recover the $700 million pandemic-era loan are in the spotlight. There are concerns about how much the government will be able to recoup, and the taxpayers could be left bearing the burden of losses incurred from the loan. The freight industry is already facing challenges due to a brutal recession and changing consumer behavior. While the bankruptcy may cause short-term turbulence, it is unlikely to trigger supply chain disruptions like the ones we experienced during the pandemic. Freight carriers, both large and small, will need to adapt to the evolving market conditions to stay competitive. However, with around 30,000 jobs lost, there could be an indirect impact on consumer spending and economic growth. The displaced workers may face difficulties finding new employment, exacerbating the ongoing driver shortage in the freight market. This loss of skilled workers might create challenges for companies looking to meet shipping demands as well. The last important piece of this puzzle I want to go over is the government's involvement in the Yellow Corp's bankruptcy. This adds another layer of complexity to the already turbulent situation. Back in 2020, the Trump administration granted Yellow Corp that massive $700 million relief loan as part of its efforts to support struggling businesses during the pandemic. However, this decision came under some scrutiny and raised concerns about the company's precarious financial position at the time and the potential risks that a loan given to this company would have on taxpayers. A congressional report published in June highlighted missteps in the loan certification process. Despite warnings from the Defense Department staffers, the loan was approved, leaving taxpayers at risk of losses. The report noted that the Treasury and Defense Departments failed to properly certify Yellow Corp's eligibility for the loan on national security grounds. Now, with Yellow Corp filing for bankruptcy, the government faces the challenge of recovering its funds. As of July, Yellow had repaid about $68 million in interest, but only made one small payment of $230 toward the principal amount, leaving a significant outstanding debt of $729.3 million. The government's ability to recoup these apparent losses is uncertain, and the taxpayers might be left carrying the burden. The Treasury Department, which holds a 30% equity stake in the company after giving this loan, may find that this stake has little to no value in the bankruptcy proceedings. The rolling equipment that secured the loan depreciates rapidly, reducing its value significantly. This leaves the government in a weak position compared to other secured creditors who have priority in bankruptcy proceedings. Experts suggest that the government's chances of recovering the full loan amount are very slim. The bankruptcy court may prioritize other creditors over the government, potentially leading to limited or no repayment. This situation raises questions about the effectiveness and accountability of government relief programs during economic crises. The handling of Yellow Corp's loan highlights the challenges faced by policymakers when providing financial assistance to struggling companies while safeguarding taxpayer interests. The government's involvement in Yellow Corp's bankruptcy raises concerns about the potential impact on taxpayers. With a substantial loan at stake and limited chances of recovery, the situation calls for a thorough examination of relief programs to ensure better protection of taxpayers' interests in the future. Before we go, we'd love to hear from you. How has Yellow Corp's bankruptcy impacted your work as a truck driver? Should the government play a larger role in assisting struggling freight companies during crises, or was it a mistake to get involved in the first place? Also, what measures do you think can enhance the industry's stability to prevent future collapses? Let us know in the comments below.